About 2 months ago, I took on the role as president of the Daytona Tartugas down in Daytona Beach, Florida. I'm really excited about the journey, overseeing all business operations there with the Tartugas. Like you said, the high A affiliate with the Cincinnati Reds.
And just talk about beforehand, you were in the Appalachian League for the Burlington Royals, part of the Kansas City chain. Just talk about your time there. A very successful run. You were named Executive of the Year a couple of times.
Yeah, I was the general manager for the Burlington Royals down in Burlington, North Carolina for the past 3 seasons. Had a really good string there, taking the Executive of the Year for the past 3 seasons. Surrounded ourselves with some really good people, winning Organization of the Year the past 3 years, rolling out some really fun promotions, getting really involved in the community, and trying to make a difference each and every day.
Yeah, just take us through your duties there. I'm sure once the season starts, you don't get much sleep.
Yeah, I hope you have a lot of time because you're wearing a lot of hats at that level. So I was involved in everything, securing a lot of big corporate partnerships within the community, getting out and instilling our reading program, working really with a lot of different community programs to raise money for several nonprofits, working on our promotional calendar, overseeing all of our different department heads with food and beverage and merchandise and concessions and you name it, we kind of did a little bit of everything.
Now, when did you decide, you're a young guy still, so you got a big future ahead of you, that this was something that you wanted to get into?
Yeah, we were just talking about it, but after my senior year of high school, I did a work-study program with the Sussex Skyhawks here in Sussex County, and at that point I kind of realized that this could be a really good career. Working in sports was something that I never really had thought about. Always was on the other side playing basketball and baseball growing up, and at that point entering college, I wasn't really sure. I knew I wanted to do something within business, and I started to see this as a really lucrative business and a great opportunity for myself to really grow and being something that I love. And everyone asks, do you really enjoy what you do? And I do. I get to go to a baseball park every single day. It can't get much better than that.
At such a young age, how have you been able to climb the ladder so quickly?
I would say from early on, within my childhood, to days with New Jersey Cardinal, to Sussex Skyhawks, to internships within sports, to working at Elon, I've always tried to stay kind of a step ahead, graduating a little bit early so that I could position myself there in December during the hiring cycle to get on with a full-time club, and continuing to try and stay a step ahead has definitely helped me get to where I am right now.
Now, you mentioned New Jersey Cardinals. We were joking before off camera. Back in the day when I was at the Herald Week, they used to have Media Day. And basically one day you kind of ran Media Day and you couldn't have been more than 9 or 10 years old. You remember those times?
Yeah, I do. My dad, right in the early stages of internet, it seemed like, was running the website there with the Cardinals, and it was before minor league baseball went to their platform across all of their 160 teams, and he was running their website, and they probably had one of the best websites in minor league baseball at the time. And yeah, we were involved in running that whole media day and getting guys pictures and introducing the players to all the different media, and those guys, they're showing up here in Sussex County, and they're like, where the heck did we just land? But it was a great experience, and yeah, at a young age, it was really fun to be involved, and still remember a lot of those guys that came through here, the Dan Herons and the Adam Kennedys, and a lot of those guys that ended up playing in the major leagues and started right here in Sussex County.
Now, obviously, you started your new duties already with Daytona, but just I know you don't want to look too far in the future because you're busy enough now. But when you see a guy like a Theo Epstein, as a young guy, got a job with the Red Sox, and he just led the Cubs to their first World Series in forever, what kind of future do you foresee you having in the game?
Yeah, absolutely. And everyone wants to always say it's the Theo Epstein, it's the Moneyball, it's some of those young guys. I mean, that's the trend here in the industry from a player development standpoint, is those Harvard grads, those guys that think a little bit differently, that are getting a lot of these player development jobs. And for me, it's probably stay on the business side. I really enjoy what I'm doing, and really enjoy the small communities that you're able to make a difference each and every day. And so for me, I think it's probably about getting to that next bigger market. We talked a little bit about it. It's the Charlotte, it's the Durhams, it's the Indianapolis. It's some of those different big markets, and probably settling in and really finding my niche there.